Hi guys, welcome back to another video. These are my ingredients that I will be using. As you can see, these are the eggs. Make sure your eggs are separated. That's the milk, room temperature butter, flour, and in here I have salt and baking powder and a little bit of vanilla extract. So to start, you want to go ahead and add your room temperature butter to your mixing bowl. And then you're going to want to go ahead and add your sugar and mix them very well until it's like at a creamy consistency. You can use a hand mixer or you can use a whisk, whatever you have. You want to make sure that you're scraping the sides of your bowl throughout this entire process, just to make sure that everything is combined well. That creamy texture right there is the kind of texture that you're looking for. Now you want to go ahead and add your vanilla extract. While you're mixing, you want to go ahead and add your egg yolks little by little. Make sure you mix it well. You want it to turn into like a pale yellow color, and then you'll know that you're good. That right there is the color that you're looking for. Now on to our dry ingredients. You want to go ahead and add the salt and the baking powder. Give that a little whisk. How cute is my whisk, first of all? It's a little pig. Anyways, you want to make sure you mix that well. Yeah. Now while you're mixing, you want to go ahead and alternate between your dry ingredients with your milk, and then you want to go back and forth. Just make sure you always end with flour. The reason that you want to end with flour is because if you end with liquid, it's most likely gonna like slosh around in the batter, and we don't want that. Make sure you scrape them sides just to make sure everything is mixed well. Now with clean mixers, you want to go ahead and beat your egg whites till stiff peaks. If you don't know what stiff peaks are, it's when the eggs are like super fluffy and you pull up and like the little mountains that are left are stiff. I'll show you on here. It takes a little bit to reach to stiff peaks. I would say like about 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes. So that right there is what you call soft peaks. So you want to keep mixing. As you can see, is much more stiffer than before, so we are ready to go. So you want to go ahead and add that to your batter, and you're going to fold it in. Make sure you don't mix it because then the eggs will deflate. This is going to help our cake to be extra spongier, like airy and fluffy. So you want to do like the folding method. Make sure you don't mix it because then the cake is going to be dense and we don't want that. Alrighty, that's how you want your batter to look. Now you want to go ahead and butter your pan. This is the way I like to do it. I like to get a napkin and put some butter on it and just butter my pan. But if you have like the spray Pam or any other spray that you have, I know there's coconut oil spray. You can use whatever you'd like. Also, make sure you preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Once your pan is nice and buttered, you want to go ahead and add in your batter. You also want to make sure that everything is smooth and even so the cake can bake evenly. Make sure you get each and every little drip of that liquid gold. Alrighty, now we're ready for the oven. Now for our 3 milk mixture, we're gonna go ahead and start off with 1 can of condensed milk. You also want to add in your can of evaporated milk, and then you're going to add in your whole milk. Give that a nice little mix and put it aside for when our cake is done. So for the cake, it's gonna be in the oven, I want to say for like half an hour. So if you would like, you can put your timer for half an hour or until you put a knife through it and it comes out clean. Now moving on to our fresh whipped cream. And here I have heavy whipping cream and sugar. So you want to go ahead and beat that with your mixer or with your whisk. It's gonna take a little longer with a whisk. Not with the whisk. So I would suggest using a mixer. But if you don't have one, like I said, just use what you have. And you want to just mix it until it gets to like a whipped creamy texture, pretty much. Now this step right here is optional. I like adding vanilla extract because I like the taste of it. But if you don't want to, you don't have to. Alrighty, that's the texture that we are looking for. Now moving on to our cake, put the knife through it. It came out clean, that means we're ready to go. Now you want to go ahead and let the cake cool off completely before we move on to our next step. As you can see, our next step is to take the cake out and flip it upside down. And you want to go ahead and get a fork and poke a bunch of little holes. The reason I flip it upside down is because I want the entire cake to soak in that milk mixture. So I poke holes at the bottom and then I turn it around and then I poke holes at the top. I'll be taking that as a little snack. Oh my god, this cake is delicious. I wish you guys could smell the smell in my kitchen right now, or even taste it. Oh my god, this cake came out amazing. Now we're gonna distribute our milk mixture evenly throughout the entire cake. It's gonna look like a lot, but it's definitely not a lot. The cake is just gonna absorb all of that. So in the beginning, it's gonna look a little excessive, but I promise the cake is gonna absorb all that liquidy goodness. After we're done pouring all the mixture, we're gonna put it aside so it can absorb it just for like a minute or two. Then we're gonna go ahead and add our whipped cream frosting that we made. And then we're gonna cool off the cake in the refrigerator for, I wanna say, for like 4-5 hours so it can be cold. The best way to do it, in my opinion, is leave it overnight, but I know it's gonna be hard and tempting, so you can do max 4 hours, I would say. Don't mind me, I'm just trying to perfect my little frosting. I don't know, it's the OCD in me. If you would like to add some fruit on the top of your cake for decoration, this is the moment that you would do so. My family doesn't really like fruit on the cake, so I just leave it plain how it is. But you can add like strawberries, maybe some blueberries. So this is my cake after cooling in the fridge for like 4 or 5 hours. I took it out so soon for video purposes only. I'm gonna take out a piece of cake and show you guys. This is our end result. Look at how delicious and juicy this cake looks. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and share with your family and friends. Thank you.